Now you need the red dress fabric, the leopard print bottom, the gold rickrack, a needle, the gold thread, scissors, glue, and pins. The first thing you're going to do is take your glue and glue the leopard print bottom to the red dress, like so. Then you're going to take the gold rickrack trim and you're going to place it over the raw edge of the leopard print fabric and pin it into place. You're going to use the gold thread to tack the gold rickrack down. So first, thread your needle with the gold thread. You want it single strand, so keep the short tail just, 4 inches long or so. Keep it short. Don't knot the end because this gold thread, like the lame, is very fiddly. So here's what I think is the best practice for knotting the end. You're not going to sew this fastidiously. You're just tacking this gold trim part down with the gold thread. So the first thing you want to do is come up from the bottom and pull your thread through. So you just have kind of a short tail. This looks like about 3 inches or so. And then you want to move just a skosh away from where you came up through the rickrack, maybe 1 millimeter away, and push the needle back down. And now you've got these 2 tails at the bottom. And what I suggest you do is just tie a square knot on the bottom using these tails, which can be hard to see. And I think this is one of the best ways to secure this gold thread, because every time I try to knot it, the outside gold coating just starts to come off and create problems. Okay, so I've just tied a little square knot right there, and I'm just going to clip this end. And then what you want to do is you just want to make large stitches on the bottom, small stitches on the top, and tack the gold lame down. When you get to an edge like this, you want to fold the little end piece under, hold it, and then you want to take your needle and go through that end on the back to hold it down. So it'll look like that. You're going to satin stitch over that, so it's going to hold it into place in addition to the stitch that you just took there. And then you just want to take, like I said, small stitches on top to hold the gold lame piece, or the gold rickrack trim down. Large stitches on the bottom, because the piece will hold mainly by the satin stitch up the sides of the dress, but this gold thread over the gold rickrack trim is helpful for holding it down in the middle, because the gold trim is like mostly a plastic, so it doesn't glue very nicely. That's why you have to tack it down. And when you're done, you should have something that looks like this. With both sides folded down. And when you get to the end, you can knot from the bottom like so. you can just run your gold thread through a couple of threads of the dress fabric, and then pull your needle through the loop it makes. You can do that once or twice and it should be fine. And then you clip your ends and your dress is ready to go.